Hi, it's been a while, and there's been a lot happening energetically, as I'm sure most of you have been experiencing. I haven't really felt in a place where I can communicate very well, and I wasn't going to talk about it. I felt like it was just my own thing to go through, but I'm feeling very strongly that I need to share it because at least one other person that listens to this will be experiencing it, if not more. It's not something that everyone's going to be going through, but I'm getting shown like a handful of the collective that will be relating to this, either having just going through now, or just about to. The only way I can describe this is another dark night of the soul moment. And the best way I can explain this is my nervous system went into complete malfunction, and I wouldn't say collapse, but very shut down and contracted, and with energy wise. And now, if you've seen some of my earlier videos where I've said I've been guided to work with tuning forks and the body in a completely different way, I can see now why that happened the way it did, because that has been the only tool that has helped me stabilize myself again in a relatively short space of time, I would consider. So yeah, but I'll talk more about that in another video. So it's been a complete nervous system malfunction and disruption, and not being able to think clearly, spiraling into this very negative state. And really, I don't like to communicate. I'm aware that I'm in that state. I'm aware that I go into victim mode very strongly. And so I try to just keep that and deal with it inward instead of sharing that with the world. I don't think that's a gift I need to give anyone. But anyway, trying to keep it brief. The best way I can explain what's happening is that this is another death rebirth energy, allowing us to find balance within this expanded state that we're moving into. On a more personal level, this is going to come out as actually, first, what I'm being shown to explain this as is it's like an internal battle happening at the moment. The ego mind, or the human mind, is ultimately there to allow an individual experience. But it has become so strong that it now sees itself as the protector of the body, of everything. And it will self-sabotage. It will create sabotage a lot of the time, not through malice, but inherently through this deep desire to protect and keep us safe from harm. So when the ego or protective personality steps up to protect the heart wants to open to new love, new opportunities. But it's that protective personality that says, no, don't you remember all the times that you got hurt by this person, that experience? Love hurts. I'm protecting you from that. And it will do it in a multitude of ways. The soul voice inside people, and this is not a literal voice, but that soul energy is getting stronger and stronger within many people now. And it's almost like the protector is going into panic, and it's getting desperate to hold on to the control it has, the control over what you believe, how you used your power, how much love you allow. It's trying to control everything, and it's trying to hold on to that control because it's not comfortable. It knows how to protect with what it's familiar with and what it knows. It does not know how to deal with the unknown. And so this is where it's going into this desperation now. And what this is creating is this just sense of chaos within, and it's bringing everything, everyone, everything in your life up for review again to see if it's in alignment with your truth now, because our truth constantly evolves and changes as we expand and have new awareness. So I'm sure the truth that you had at the beginning of your journey is different and has evolved into a different form of truth for you now. And that's the thing, to align with our truth and change with it when needed. So the protective personality can't do this, and this is where this huge panic is coming from. So now everything is coming up for review. Does this still fit where I am now? Is this still true for me? Is this still a resonant vibration, or is this now a very uncomfortable one? So this is going to be causing a lot of heartbreak, I've got to say. And I cried every day for, it feels like a couple of months. It's bringing up all this grief, all this loss, all this sadness, all this confusion, because you know that certain things need to be let go of now. And these are, again, things that we in our hearts know need to change. But the protective personality will find all these reasons to convince you why they should stay the way they are. Again, comfortable with what it knows. So I feel like a lot of people are going to see a lot of loss in various forms happening, you know, within their environment, their connections. The vibrations are shifting. So as you are expanding into this, moving into this new expanded state, others may not be. And as this vibrational gap gets wider and wider, it just leads to breakdowns in communication. It's like you're speaking two different languages or having two different conversations, and it's just confusing, and it doesn't feel good. And yeah, it just feels like this separation, which is going to cause a lot of pain on both sides, is coming. But then there will be this period where it's an integration period. Everything's going to just stop and sort of pause, almost to give you time to integrate what's happening and to make changes and become, it's because we're in between the vibration that's the hardest part. It's again that analogy of sand on a vibration plate. We're shifting out of the vibration we've been holding, and we're trying to stabilize ourselves into this new pattern or this new vibration, and we haven't quite got it yet. And so there's this scramble, internal scramble happening inside the body. And it's this feeling of, I need to get out of my body. I can't be in it anymore. And needing to literally pull yourself out of it until it's stabilized, and then it's safe for you to come back in it. That's the only way I can describe it. If you're going through this, or you find that you do start going through this, the only reassurance I can give you is that you do come out of it. It's horrible to go through. I don't want to go too much into that. I'm sure you've all been there and remember what that's like. So this is just really the staircase analogy. We've been on the flat part of the step. Now we're doing this rapid shift, and then we've got to find that stabilization point again, and then we'll be there for a while until it's time to go up another level again. And for each person, the speed in which those stairs sort of get climbed, I guess, is going to be different all the time. Sometimes you'll need longer on the flat part to integrate and just do what you're supposed to do there before moving up. Sometimes it's going to be vroom, vroom, like, anyway, I hope that helps. And I haven't really had the opportunity or the inclination to just keep up with what's been happening energetically. I know the energies are very strong coming up to equinox. So again, that's that balance energy. I think that's it before I start rambling. I'll make another video soon, I hope, talking more about what I've been doing with the forks and my experience with that, if you're interested. So thinking of everyone, I hope everyone's been riding these waves of energy without too much pain on any level. It has been extremely intense, and I feel like it's going to continue to be for quite a few people. And I wouldn't say that I'm out of that equation either. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll just have to keep working on myself regularly to just keep that balance and see what happens. But thinking of everyone and sending little big heart hugs, and I will hopefully talk with you soon. Bye.